Hey y'all, it's Sarah, and today we are doing a dessert. I am making a remake of sorts using some of the packaging for the tarts. So I have the packaging. I'm using some of the potting soil and clear resin. We're going to mix that together for our batter. So here is my batter. You can see I've used a little bit of the clear water one and a little bit of the potting mix. And now I've got almost a brownie-like consistency. And I'm going to take that and just start pushing it really far into my mold. So once you have it packed in there nice and tight, you're going to run it through your oven once. And then you're going to flip it over and run the back side. So by the back side, I mean just flip it upside down. This is a thicker consistency mixed with our resin, and it's a much darker color, so it can take a little extra time to cure. Once you've run them through a few times, you're going to want to kind of crack your package and just work them out, and eventually you'll get them to pop out. So I've got all my ice creams handy, and really you could use any color with this, but I'm doing the choco chip, the mint choco chip. I only had 2 of the mint chocolate chip left, so I had to steal the green one out of this one. And these are the ones that I'm going to do. And I think that'll blend in pretty well. So I'm just going to take some of my clear resin with a brush, and I've just poured some here on a little piece of wax paper so I could kind of brush that on with a little more control. Now that I have the top really saturated, I can add my little pieces here. And don't worry if it dribbles down the side, it just ends up looking like a chocolate glaze. I use clear because these are not, there is nothing transparent about any of this for your light to get down into. So if I use the chocolate syrup at this point, it might be a little harder to get it to cure in between those layers, but the clear without any pigment in between those dark layers is more likely to cure. That was all. So we're going to step over here to the display, and I've got my cookies. Now's a good time to pick some of your other ingredients. This is all of my nuts and chocolate chips and things like that. You could also maybe pick some sprinkles. So I've got a little chocolate glaze here, or milk chocolate. Both of these are getting kind of down to the end, so I don't know how well I'm going to be able to glaze these down, but I'm gonna do my best to squeeze it out and drizzle across the top. So here's my drizzle, and before it's cured, I'm gonna go ahead and add some of my toppings. I'm using some of the white chocolate chips and the cookies, but you could always go crazy with this. So here are my little desserts, fresh out of the light. Maybe you can see how delicious that looks. And it was a great way for me to use up some of those ice cream scoops that I will never likely do the drinks for. That's all I wanted to share. I can't wait to do a few more of these, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, y'all.